Hello everyone, I'm Tennisrally and today I will be doing a review of a variety of different Diadem strings. I have 4 different strings with me today that I will be going through and comparing and tell you a bit more about them. Before starting with the review, I just want to say a big thank you to Diadem for sending me the strings to test and review for you guys. You can also check out a previous video that I did of the Diadem Nova 100 racket, so you can go ahead and check that out after this video. So as I mentioned, I have 4 different strings with me today that I will be reviewing. First off, we have the Solstice Power, then we have the Solstice Black, and then we have Pro X and Flash. So 4 different strings, all polyester strings, but with different characteristics and shapes and so on. So the first string I decided to test was the Pro X, because of it was the most similar to the string that I have been using the most lately, which is the Headlinks Tour. It had the same color and shape and so on, so I thought the transition would be less noticeable and the comparison would be easier to make. So the Diadem Pro X is supposedly the most powerful and firm option. It has a hexagon cross section, so it's a shaped polyester string. It's supposedly designed with the help of pro players, and they say it's a stiffer option, as I mentioned, compared to other strings in their lineup. So with this firmer feel and the stiffness of the string, it will help you with control. It will make you swing out a bit more, since you have less power and more control. You can feel more free when hitting and go for shots with full power and so on, which also helps to create spin, because when you hit freely and relaxed, you get a bit more speed, racket head speed, which then creates more spin. So it's not always that the string is shaped that makes the spin. It's also, when you have more control, you can swing faster, and that will create spin as well. This string comes in different colors as well and different thickness. I tried the 1.25 millimeter string. It's the most standard string. All the strings I tried is in the same thickness, the 1.25 millimeters. So I found this string as described, very controlled, quite similar to my Headlinks Tour, but it was a bit more slick. So the string was moving a bit more. When I strung this up, I felt that it has some sort of coating around it, which made the string more slippery, and therefore it's easier for the string to move and create spin. The downside to this is it creates more friction, which then makes the string snap a bit faster, but it will create a bit more spin. You also have to adjust the strings a bit more, at least in the beginning, before the strings have really set into place. But all around, a great string. I will move on to the different strings and then I will try to compare them a bit more. After this string, I was excited to try the Flash, which is a round polyester string, a white string if that matters. I typically, or later, I've been getting like a feeling that I like white strings for some reason. All the white strings I have been testing have been pleasant and fun to play with, so I was excited to try this string. This is a round polyester, as I said. It has great durability. A lot of round polyester strings are typically softer and less durable. This wasn't the softest string. It was still comfortable to me. Nothing like a 4G or something like that from Luxelon. It was mid comfortable, okay durability. I never broke the string. It didn't feel like it would break either. This thing with this string, it has some sort of coating. All the strings felt like they had this, so it was a bit slick and it was moving a bit more than typical as well, which also creates more spin. The round profile makes the launch angle a bit lower compared to the Pro X, which has a hexagonal shape. So I got a bit lower lower launch angle, which in my opinion feels a bit more controlled in some sense, although I got maybe a bit less spin, but you still get enough spin to really create that arc over the net. So for me it's definitely enough in that department. And as they mentioned themselves on the website Diadem, it's great for hybrid setups as well. Since it's a round polyester, it will not dig in as much in the cross string if you use a multi-filament in the cross. Typically if you have a shaped, more sharp edge polyester string, it will dig in more and it will also lock in place, so that will limit the string from moving and creating spin. So a round polyester string will be better in that case to create a bit lively string bed. Next up we have the Solstice Power, which is their flagship string. It has a recognizable color, the Diadem color, their official after the logo and all that. It's the same color. It really looks nice in your racket. This polyester string is a 6-pointed star shape. I believe it's their own kind of invention. I have never seen this shape. When stringing this with this string, it behaves a bit different. It really locks into place, but at the same time it has that coating, so it is a bit slippery in your hands, and it will still move even though it's pretty sharp in the edges. I can feel when you string that it was almost cutting in your fingers when trying to pull it. So it's definitely made for maximum bite on the ball. If this creates more spin or not, it's hard to tell. The idea is that it will create more spin, but a lot of people say that it doesn't really affect it that much, because when you have a shaped string it doesn't move as well, and it's the snapback of the string that creates the most amount of spin. It's not the bite on the ball, so it's hard to tell. The one thing that is noticeable is the launch angle. Out of all these 4 different strings, the Solstice has the highest launch angle. So when hitting slices, for example, you can feel that the ball flies a bit. When you get that dialed in, no problem at all. But in the first couple of hits, you can really feel that the ball is going a bit too high, and you can feel the bite on all your shots. It was a bit hard in the beginning to control the launch and the depth on the court. So a lot of balls were going into the net at the beginning and landing short. But once you play a bit and get used to the bite on the ball, it was no problem finding the back of the court with confidence. So it's definitely something else. It's something you have to get used to in a sense, because it is different from all the other strings on the market. So you have to give it a bit of time. But if you really like to feel that bite and grip on the ball, this is definitely a string for you. Last up we have the Solstice Black. The same as the Solstice Power. It's a star shape, 6-pointed. Diadem themselves says that it will play softer because of the black pigment. When I first tried this string, I felt the opposite. It felt stiff. It felt really stiff. I also felt it in my arm. Maybe it will loosen up the more you play with it, but at first it felt stiffer than the original Solstice Power. The same with this string, with the launch angle and so on. I felt a bit more control, since to me it felt stiffer, and stiffer means more control. And I will also guess, I haven't played with it enough to really say this, but stiffer strings tend to be a bit more durable, so I'm guessing this is a bit more durable as well. and also say that it has better tension maintenance. I don't have any tool to check this, but it seems to be true. So to sum this up, 4 different strings, 2 of them a bit more similar than the others. If you're looking for a all-round string that you can use in hybrid setups, you can use in full bed, go for the Flash. If you're looking to maybe get a bit more bite on the ball, to have a bit higher launch angle, go for the Solstice line, either the Power or the Black. If you have arm issues, go for the Solstice Power. It's a bit more arm friendly in my opinion. If you're looking for something all around with just a bit of ball bite and not maybe a crazy high launch angle, go for the Pro X. It's a really good all around string, close or similar to the Headlings Tour. The only thing is that I would not recommend playing a hybrid with the Solstice. Don't use a multifilament in combination with this string. It will eat this up and it will break really fast. So when you playing with the Solstice, use a full bed if possible. That will be all for this string review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please ask them down in the comments and I will answer them as fast as possible. Have a great day and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.